If I'm asked what instrument I play, I pretty much have to say guitar. It's where I've put most of my musical time in. But I love all instruments and I don't like to identify with just one. The first musical instrument I played was piano, when I took the obligatory piano lessons. I was probably 8 years old or so. I don't really remember, though I do remember the dark basement room with a grand piano and a teacher who was near the end of his career. So close, in fact, that he passed on after my first lesson. My next piano teacher wasn't any more memorable. There was the rudiments lessons books and a stand-up piano, but I learned to play by the finger numbers noted above the staff, and once the lessons stopped, including those, I was out of the game. And that was it for piano lessons. Not too long after that came the music program in elementary school, and I fell in love with playing the flute. I learned to read music and played in band. I always got the first flute parts and solos, but the closest I got to playing piano was using piano music sheets for flute, since they're in the same key. Flute eventually gave way to guitar and other stringed instruments, all played by ear. Piano remained a mystery, but I never missed it. Then several years later, I returned to my parents' home to live during a period of change in my life. With me in my basement room lived my grandparents' piano. Not being able to resist playing music, I started to play around with it. I discovered that I could transpose guitar chords to the piano by using the root note in a chord to play a triad, which is just 3 notes that sound good together. The notes are easy to find on a piano, so I began playing piano parts from my guitar-based songs. At that time, I thought I was cheating, and even up to recently, I thought I was a piano fraud. I had no instruction and didn't play using sheet music. It was just my own little system that worked. Over 20 years later, I'm fluent enough to fake my way through playing piano, but I never put piano down as being an instrument that I play. When I recently met Andy Gill, who's featured in a previous video, I got to work with a proper pianist. Andy has played piano most of his life and has studied piano in music college. He's completely legit, and I was reluctant to let him see me play. But I couldn't pass up some lessons, so I swallowed my pride and showed him just how I play. I expected him to be shocked at my piano hack job, but he wasn't. Sure, my technique is rough, but I can still play chords with some flourishes here and there, and really, that's what a lot of piano is. Now I feel more confident to share my playing and to use piano for songwriting more often. Maybe, just maybe, when I'm asked what instruments I play, I'll include piano on the list. So here's an older song that I'd like to revisit called Chasing Arizona. It's just me and the piano at the same time, one take, and no tricks to fix it. Chasing Arizona on the back of the desert sun. She'll always be on the run. Even back in high school, trying hard to please. She buries herself in her headphones, afraid to go back home. As pretty as can be, as deep as the sea, you could have it all. It just kind of fits somehow in the back of a car. Hopelessness is close to my heart, at the back of the crowd. I stutter my words as I speak out loud. You can take the next flight. Chasing Arizona. Helping myself to a running chance, encouraged to ask for a second dance. Driving Route 66 just for a song. Camping out under the stars, the desert fruit takes our minds apart. There can only be one way out. could have it all. It just kinda fits somehow in the back of a car. Hopelessness is close to my heart. At the back of the crowd, I stutter my words as I speak out loud. You can take the next flight, chasing Arizona. Open the door, look who you left behind. You wanted more than just to survive. You could have it all. It just kinda fits somehow in the back of a car. Hopelessness is close to my heart. At the back of the crowd, I stutter my words as I speak out loud. You can take the next flight, chasing Arizona. Holding on tight to an early wind, closing the door on the hollow within. She steadies herself on the porch and stares at the street. Afraid to be loved 'cause she can't love herself. Too many years since real hope fell, but she's holding for summers and flowers and skirts. You could have it all. It just kinda fits somehow in the back of a car. Hopelessness is close to my heart. In the back of the crowd, I stutter my words as I speak out loud. You can take the next flight, chasing Arizona.